lower the awning because even when the temperatures aren't bad,
So when it's hot,
yeah.
then you don't want the sugar to get hot?
Well, the sun, radiation from the sun, even at low temps, can do ugly things to sugar water. It can mold, it can ferment.
Will
Which is
they
very
know
bad
to
for the
stay
birds.
away for it?
No, I don't think they will. I think they can get sick.
Well, I
Yeah,
clean
it's
mine
This
super
guy's
good.
doing better. I was really worried about him.
What's going on there on his back?
On your left. He was in a tussle.
It's brutal. I've seen him
You
draw blood.
recognize them.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They're all different. They are individuals. Even when there's a whole bunch of them, they are not a cohesive flock.
Right.
They are individuals. They
See, I say the
migrate.
same thing about
Hold
our
on.
cows. They don't migrate, but we have cattle on the farm. People are not around them. They're like, you know,
What kind?
You have milk
Oh,
cows or meat
a
cows?
beef cattle. Beef cattle. And Dad always had just Herefords growing up. So it was all red and white.
I want to milk a cow. If I come to visit
We don't have
you,
any milk
can
cows.
you find
I
someone
can maybe
who
find
has
somebody.
a
We don't
cow?
have any dairy cows.
I've never milked. I'll
Okay,
milk a
no, I
lamb
can
or a
do- I can
sheep
do
or
that.
anything.
If you come to the farm,
I've just never milked an animal, and I
And
want to
we're-
do
and we're
that. It's
also
on my
going-
bucket list.
where are we going? To the wolf place?
Yeah, maybe
in
we'll go
Eureka?
there.
If you and Jane come to the farm, we'll do both of those things. I would love it. So we have a
Okay.
cool farm in central Missouri, family place. Have a nice Airbnb on it. It's tough to lure my West Coast friends back to Missouri. They're usually
Well, she's
You know,
been
visit
begging to
our
come to
dad.
Chicago.
Since
Right.
I retired, I've pretty much avoided the square states. I did play Branson more than once.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Sure. So we're about
I loved
2.5 hours.
I
from
loved how it started.
Yeah,
With
right. It got out of control.
yeah,
It's to be avoided if
yeah.
you're a local.
The last time I was there, oh God,
It was like Andy Williams was like maybe the first guy to have a big theater down there.
yeah, and Andy was a prince of a guy.
He really was.
He paid scale and a half.
He had great reputation.
You got to keep your money.
We went to
The
Branson.
last time I played Branson, it was at Mickey Gillies' joint. And what they wanted from me was the exact note for note by stopwatch. Same performance every night. It killed me.
Well, I bet it would. Yeah,
It killed me. I'm a jazz baby.
right. Right. Yeah, and that's hard to do. To play it exactly. I was fortunate enough to be good friends with Rusty Young, who was in Coco.
Yeah.
We're very good friends with him and his wife. He passed away a few years ago, but I'm still good friends with his wife, and I'm their dog sitter. So Jimmy Messina was in Coco at one point. I've gotten to meet him a couple times. And Rusty and he enjoyed playing together, but he said the thing about Jimmy is he wants it to sound exactly like it did on the album every time. It's like that's what people expected, and Rusty's like, I don't know, live show. I kind of think they appreciate it if we like throw some new stuff in there. But that was the deal, and that was one of the reasons why Jimmy went with everybody. It's like, no, it has to be exactly like the mark on the recording.
One of my last gigs before retiring was with a friend. And she had her band hired by the label, and they were decent players. I mean, they were all barn burners out of Nashville and Memphis. But they were brought up in that, give it the same thing every night. And so I got this call like, what you doing, hippie?
Right, sure.
I need
Mixing
you
it up a little bit, breathing a little life. Yes, get a picture.
And when the band just didn't know how to deal. One night.
I'm not a musician, but that would have been me. I got written up for insubordination a lot in my life. I think I would have been insubordinate a bit in the band, too.
They were viewing me as the one who was being insubordinate.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because you were like not following the rules.
Well, we were at sound check one night, and we were, going through to get the levels on one of the big signature, got to do it every night, maybe twice songs.
Yeah.
And instead of what I usually played, I walked out with a mandolin because, songs in A flat. I play mean mandolin. And The other guitar player melted down. He was like, I never know what he's going to play next. And I
Good.
just shrugged at him and said, dude, neither do I.
Join the club. That makes two of us. That's great. That's great. What was your main instrument? So if you played mandolin, were you?
Guitar, banjos,
Nice.
4 and 5.
Well, coming from the Ozarks, everybody, you know, that now we listen to have a lot of great new brands. They call
Bass
it new
guitars, uprights,
brands. Yeah, nice.
cellos, violins.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
a great violinist, but I can hold my own with a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Oh.
Love the swell of a cello. We I belong to an arts council back there. We actually had the Ariana String Quartet, which is a pretty prominent quartet out of True Hill University. We have one of the people who's retired in our community, and this part of the arts council is a retired opera singer, and he had affiliation. And so anyway, they came down and played this old wooden lodge, played a concert for us. It's just like 250 of us, and oh my gosh, we heard, you know, Tropico, but to hear a classical quartet in that old wooden lodge.
My favorite type of music anymore is unamplified acoustic instruments.
Yeah. I like that too.
My husband
My
and I
least
took an
favorite
abstract
instrument-
painting class today. Neither of us are abstract painters, but we've been going to this woman's class, so it's interesting to see. We're both painters and artists, but we don't know that medium.
Hummingbirds then?
Well, what we were just talking about.
Painting.
Artists.
No, before that, when you went to, I'll think of it. When you were playing music.
Oh.
Branson, banjo or mandolin, playing mandolin.
Cello? Because that was my
Ariana
first
String Quartet.
I love the cello.
Coco. The swell of a cello.
The cello's musical range is the same as the human
This
voice.
guy has like a little black thing on his feet. It almost looks like a bug. Like I want to wipe it off, but obviously he wouldn't let me do that.
No.
But it almost looks like it doesn't really belong there.
Yeah. They're dipping it in the sugar, and sometimes it gets
So
stuck.
if I'm making my sugar 1/3 to a cup, and then my beaters are in the sun, that's not good for them.
No, shade helps.
Really, is my camera clicked during that?
I thought that was your camera, but something scared him,
Well,
right?
it happened twice. You took my volume down. I should have been on it. It was, I
Did you
think.
see that when he was going for my fever, and then he saw your fever, so he just like a bomb dive, like he flew so fast, like, oh wait, I can go to ski. You think they'd like
A
me by
lot
now?
of times they will treat the feeders like they would a flower bush. They'll do a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. Then there are others that have not only a favorite feeder, they have a favorite port at their favorite feeder.
Right.
And,
Well, mine,
every other bird runs the risk of sitting in the wrong chair.
right. Well, mine are at, I get as many, like, those little yellow birds at my feeder as I do hummingbirds. They
Yeah.
must be licking the sugar or something. They can't get their beaks really good.
Orioles?
Oreos,
Yeah.
my Oreos, they just migrate too, but we'll have them for a couple of weeks and they go nutty for the hummingbird feeders.
One thing you can do with Orioles is half oranges.
Yes.
I don't think they're Oreos.
How's your dog?
Even a plate of
How's
jelly.
he doing? Good. Yeah. Poor baby. Okay.
Show him a movie.
My friend says, show him a movie.
So that's,
He got
you know,
into my marijuana and got really sick.
She was hiking in one of the canyons, and she lets the
Weed-
dog
was it
off.
weed
Of
cannons?
course.
I don't know, but this is California.
I know.
People.
They shouldn't. It's littering no matter what it is.
Exactly.
That's what my book is.
Well,
A good country, buddy, where it comes up alive.
Technically, they shouldn't be letting their dogs off leash either because
see,
that
there's a-
scares the goats.
See,
Goats? They're not goats.
there
I always call
are
them
certain
goats. What
trails
are they?
that allow dogs,
oh,
I know.
but yeah,
Not really anymore.
I want them to close a few of the golf courses to protect the sheep.
Not really anymore. You can take your dog to Prescott Preserve, but you have to walk the outside. You can't take them on any of the trails around here. Whitewater will let you take your dog on a leash.
Yeah,
where's Whitewater?
up by Cabazon.
Okay.
Really, there's no
There's
place
Dodger
like
Road
along
Bus Road. I went
111
through
that
that.
lets you take your dog off leash anymore on a hike.
I was
That I know of.
Riverside earlier today. My other retired opera singer friend. Is quite a character. Still making a grand entrance. She can't help herself. She will forever sweep into a room.
Yeah.
I think you can put up blue jeans and you still get a sweep into a room, don't you?
Well,
She earned it all.
when people talk about, oh, so and so is a diva, I've seen real divas. Okay, I've seen real divas.
Do my babies, sorry. I know you guys are trying to laugh, but do my babies have purple heads yet?
It'll be a little bit over here.
So when I see the little all green ones here, that could be a baby or it could be a mom.
Mostly, I don't see any babies out.
You know?
No.
Like what about that one that really looks all green to me? Maybe
Yeah,
that purple.
that's a mature female.
It's hard for me to tell the difference.
Yeah, you spend time with them. It becomes really obvious.
That's what I was going to say about the cat.
Move your
They're
arm and
very
they all
individual.
laugh.
There's the bossy ones, the shy ones, the loud ones, the nosy ones. All their
Pick up
top
one of your
knots and
feeders
tails.
and hold your finger up on the edge and it will land on you with its little
Okay,
teeny feet.
okay.
It's like the coolest thing ever.
I'll stop.
It's okay. We both have a hard time with that.
See,
I'm gonna scare them all away with my story.
a friend of mine in Arkansas and I call it talkatory. We're stuck in talkatory. We're about to get out of this talkatory. One of us has to leave the room and we're stuck on that too.
I like that word.
Yeah.
I know what I was going to tell you before. So today in art class, she was playing like, I'll call it 60s, 70s music.
Mm-hmm.
And every one of us knew every word to every song. There were only like 8 of us in the class today. So we all sang out loud the entire class. It was like from Cat Stevens to,
Okay.
you know, I don't know. Carole King, James Taylor. I mean, we knew every word to every song, you know. Joni Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Our old people's generation music.
I was just watching. I'm a YouTube guy late in the evening, and pretty much just random songs, live concerts. Love that you can see really old stuff. There's a video from the 1958 Newport Jazz Festival.